How fast are professional cyclists? Very.
We're about to get our arses kicked.
Keep right!
All right, buddy, I know you've got a ton of speed.
Diesel is my middle name, mate. We've come to a pub car park in the north of England to meet up with members of the UK's #1 domestic pro team, Ribble Weld Tight, to see just how quick they really are.
We've been soundly beaten by pro cyclists before, many times in fact. We used to do this for a living, but this is the first time in GCN history that we're going head to head.
Yeah, even down to the same equipment. Normally, we would try and stack the odds in our favour, perhaps by riding e-bikes or time trial bikes, but this time, the team are lending us 3 of their actual team bikes, the super fast Ribble Ultra SLR. It's a bike we've wanted to ride for some time, actually, and now we've got hold of it in team spec, right down to team's Mavic wheels.
Oh, yeah, so this is GCN team versus pro team time trial. 3 against 3, over 10 miles, 16 kilometres.
It's 17 kilometres, mate. This is an extra bit. Sorry. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Our pros are Simon Wilson, Ollie Peckover and Zeb Kiffin, backed up by their mechanic and also a soigneur as well. They are well drilled, functioning like a machine.
Cider even organised enough to bring snags.
Yeah, yeah. As for Team GCN, well, I'd like to think that we brought the A-team, but clearly that's not true. Because, I mean, Hank, you haven't recovered, have you, since doing 3,000 squats in a month?
No.
Or perhaps it was the 800-mile tandem record before that.
Yeah, and Si, well, you've just had COVID.
Yeah, solid excuse.
Yeah, I mean, you weren't that good anyway before that, so.
No, harsh but fair. We had pinned all our hopes on Alex Payton.
Yeah, we did.
But unfortunately, Alex decided to fall off his bike, so he can't ride.
Or drive.
Or even have a shower. So, don't panic, we have found a worthy replacement. Jonathan Schubert, who you recognise from GCN Plus, a time trial machine over any distance, over 100 miles. So just as long as you've got a good warm-up in, John?
Yeah, and I've been training really hard to ride 3,000 miles slowly, so that should be ideal for this, shouldn't it?
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, guys, these guys have no chance.
No, if this was a competition about making excuses,
We'd win.
we would win.
Yeah.
Guys, firstly, thank you so much
yeah.
for taking time out of your race schedule to well, go head-to-head against us. I imagine you've probably got a few easy days penciled in after this, right? Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, so we thought, well, this is going to be an absolute walk in the park for you high-tuned race machines. So, you've got to write down on this piece of paper what you think the winning margin is going to be. And at the end, we'll go through to see if you thought, well, you were as good or as bad as you expected. You ready? Right, so write down, don't show anyone, initial it, and then write it down, fold it up, give it to me, and we'll go through at the end.
I like how you deflected the pressure onto them. Have you done as badly as you think you're going to do? Not us, mate. It's clever.
Here we go.
Finish in December. There we have it. Right, to the start it is.
Let's do it. All right, guys. We need some serious tactics here. We've not ridden as a 3 before.
What, like minute turns? That be about right?
Yeah, just focusing on maintaining the speed.
Look at these elite athletes.
What on earth are we going to do?
Yeah, I mean it is pretty pan flat as well, so there shouldn't really be anywhere where we sort of need to press on a bit more.
Right, I think we just need to remember that there's different abilities here, so it's all about communication. Through the headwind, I reckon, John, you could put a slightly longer turn. No surges, Mr. Simon Richardson. All right, buddy? I know you've got a ton of speed.
Diesel is my middle name, mate.
You can just sit third wheel. You've not an easy ride.
No, I think you're right. Communication as well. We're going to be faster as a 3, right? So I actually don't know which of us is stronger or weaker.
Yeah, they stand no chance. It's a bit of a joke us being here, to be honest.
We'll find out. But if you're going to feel like you're going out the back, then whoever it is has got to shout up.
Yeah.
Start with 30-second turns, and if it feels a bit hard, take shorter turns.
Yeah, 30 seconds sounds good. I like that.
Si?
Yeah, I'll need that. How much caffeine have we got?
cheeky little
Double
secret
espresso.
weapon. They hide it.
Boom.
Hide it from you.
150 megs. Oh yes.
Right.
I might surge a little bit now. Okay.
Let's go, team.
Yeah,
Come on,
luck.
we got this.
Cheers.
We got this. Right.
Right. Okay, guys. Stay safe. Don't break any speed limits out there. And we'll see you in what, 20 minutes?
No pressure, team. All right. Right, you beeping them in?
Okay. Right. Ready? Beep. 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 Come on, team! Come on, team! You got this, team!
Okay, they did get clipped in. Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Well, we've just got to hope they get lost.
They look,
There's no way we're going to
they
beat
look
them.
so professional.
I mean, they are professional.
They all look the same.
So while the guys are out on course, I'm going to talk you through this absolute weapon of a bike that we're all riding here today. So this is Ribble's Ultra SLR. As you can clearly see, it is an aerodynamic bike, but it doesn't look like your typical aerodynamic bike. So Ribble say they designed it with integration of all the key sections in mind and the way they interact with one another. And it also, to my mind, looks like a bike that's been designed to be ridden. So, for example, the down tube flares out in order to make the water bottom more aerodynamic. But of particular interest is this handlebar and stem up here. So rather than focus on making them as narrow as humanly possible, Ribble have assumed that this bike will have a rider on it, which seems like a fair assumption to make. So they worked out that actually the handlebar can make the rider more aerodynamic. So this actually is designed to create turbulence so that the rider themselves then sits in an area of drag reduction. Apparently, it's fast, really fast. And the other thing is that this cockpit can be spec'd down to as narrow as 33 centimeters from the brake hoods, and this is one of those. I've never ridden anything quite so extreme before that's not on a time trial bike, so we'll see how that goes. Now this is Harry Tanfield's bike. He is a particularly fast rider, and so has spec'd a 55 tooth chainring on there. I'm not entirely sure my legs can do that justice, but hopefully I can get it turning. And then because this is a team issue bike, I'm also getting to use the team issue wheels. So we got nice deep Mavic Cosmic SLR wheels on here, and I've also got some big fat Continental GP5000 STR tyres on there as well. 28, perfect for the rough roads as well as for aerodynamics and rolling resistance too. Given that I started late, I reckon we're going to be expecting them any time in the next 3 minutes. So, I don't know, I think they're going to be fast. Team, you see them? They're here. I've got the team. Go on, boys! Go on, boys! Go on, boys! Yeah!
How they finished? God, they looked fast.
That did look really fast. Any last minute tips for us?
Yeah, go fast.
Go fast,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, no, that's
You look like you worked hard, Simon. Slightly worried that I'm not going to keep up with John and Si. Anyway, I'm going to do my best. Going to have a quick gel and fingers crossed I can hell hold in there.
Count us in. Beep, 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 beep. One, slow down. Too slow. Don't miss your cleats. Oh. Bit of a spirited start, isn't it? Yeah, I mean. Hold on, hold. It's coming up to the time that we did. We won't tell you yet because we'll leave that for the grand reveal.
But basically, timer starts now for CE. They're not here, no.
See if you count,
In approximately a couple of minutes' time, we should see them coming over the brow of that hill. They've just come over the brow of the hill. Come on, here they are, here they are. I mean, they're on the way. Crawling along.
Hold the wheel!
Is that all you've got?
I can taste quite a lot of blood. It's been a while. No thanks to this man, you're an animal.
Oh.
What is wrong with you?
Tell you what, it's so good to be back in a race with the squad. It's like literally dream team. Good communication, tight turns.
So take the first bit of communication. Hank, slow down! What are you doing?
Well, yeah. I thought as soon as we get into it, we get a feel of the pace, and then Schubert, nice long turns.
Yeah.
Sai, keep me out the wind.
80 kilometres an hour was appropriate to start at, I think, yeah. We slowed down a little bit by the end, didn't we?
I'd gone off too hard, but the first time we've ridden together,
Yeah.
I think it was pretty
we went
good.
alright, didn't we?
Like, we didn't drop anyone, and we
No.
kept nice and tight,
Yeah,
and good communication in the wind.
Yeah.
What I really want to know is how well we have done against the pro team.
Yeah, well, this man was watching. What did you
Yeah.
think? You saw the start, you saw the finish.
He's got a cheeky grin on his face. That doesn't look good. I think it's about time we look at the time. So you think so? Oh, right, 2 minutes. So we're all back safe and sound. It looked like you guys put in a pretty solid effort there. So the big question is, what was your time?
We did it in 21 minutes.
Oh!
40 seconds.
Solid time, to be fair.
Okay, John.
I got ours 23 minutes, 26 seconds.
Oh!
Not as bad as I thought we were going to be,
Quick
to be
maths,
fair.
what's that? 1 minute 46 seconds.
1 minute 46
Oh.
seconds.
I'll take that.
So we go back to our pieces of paper that we wrote in earlier to see who was the closest. SW, so Simon, 2 minutes 23.
Oh, yes! A win for GCN, yes!
Simon Richardson, 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Oh,
Pretty close.
Ambitious. A little bit ambitious,
Very
maybe.
ambitious. OP, Ollie, 1 minute 28.
Oh,
God, so
like him.
good on the times. Hank, 3 minutes. That's how confident I was in my ability. John Schubert, 3:28.
oh,
Sorry, I
John!
didn't have much faith, did I?
And the last one, 1 minute and 30 seconds. So it was all like around the 1 minute and 30 mark, which I think is pretty interesting.
So I think then, to sum up, Team GCN didn't do as well as the majority of people thought we did.
No.
So, yeah, but we didn't do as badly as John thought, so that was good.
Or how
Great
I
stuff.
thought.
What do you make of that then, guys?
Well, I wasn't sure if it was going to be like 5 minutes or a minute. But when we saw you on the clock, I was like, this is the minute here. It's coming pretty close. So yeah, it was impressive. On the left.
Counting it down for when our time passed and we were looking at it.
You didn't want to be beaten by us because you would never live it down, did you?
We saw your heads come over the hill and
Yeah.
like, ooh.
Yeah.
What power you did, just out of interest? Just for the nerds, like me.
On the front, I think around 450 on the front, and then obviously in the wheels, sitting on probably about 350 to 380.
So solid wattage.
Great stuff. Well, guys, thank you so much again for racing us today, taking the time out of your schedule to give us a kick in, quite frankly.
And if you guys enjoyed it as much as we did racing against these guys, then make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and let us know in the comment section below.
Yeah, and
What
make sure you
thought?
give these guys a follow on social media as well, find out how they get on in the rest of their season.
Right, I'm gonna go and rest now. Right, okay, we're good.